HCL stands for High Concept Labs. Since we began in 2009, we've hosted over 300 artist residencies, and in that time we've done countless events at our original warehouse space, at Mana Contemporary, and also throughout Chicago.
We're very much a community-driven organization, community of artists and supporters of those artists around experimentation, around support for the artists, around access and inclusion.
HCL really makes a space, and I think is known for making a space for experimentation and cross-disciplinary work.
It's a safe space for the process of creation and for artists who need that, who want to focus on that process.
The focus on different experiences and backgrounds, on folks coming into a space who aren't necessarily part of a traditional trajectory, that kind of opening up of the way that art gets made in our society and our country is it's really important.
From the ground up, HCL understands the vulnerability, understands the rawness, understands that experimentation requires not knowing what the end result will be, and yet honoring the practice that moves a vision forward.
The foundation of HCL is our residency programs. HCL's residency program is an opportunity for artists to work with the organization over the course of 1 to 2 years to develop a particular project or even to explore a particular component of their creative practice.
As an artist, sometimes I feel like we're supposed to know what's going to happen ahead of time when actually the creative impulse can be the most important thing.
The freedom of being able to just be in that space and wonder what if, and then find out oh yeah, this is what is really calling us.
We were aware of HCL as being a space meant for people trying new things that might be expansions on their practice that they hadn't gotten the opportunity or the space to try before.
And that it really had so much to do with letting artists do what artists do. And I felt really supported as an artist to daydream.
It was also about creating community. That was really amazing.
I got to learn a lot about being in process for an extended time and still be working toward a place of being able to offer an audience something that's going to be meaningful for them to come see on the other side of it.
The environment was so supportive of taking oneself seriously and also experimenting with an egalitarian approach to what constitutes performance.
Another big aspect of what we do is help artists present their work to an audience through an event series called Open Labs, which is often the first time an artist is performing or sharing their project in front of a live audience.
It felt like you were really being trusted to make something, and then HCL was supporting that and getting it out there.
Something that is really unique from the audience perspective. You can sort of see how the soup is made. You can see the nuts and bolts of the process.
The term lab is very intentional. Spaces for experimentation, not just in the creative process, but in how we gather and discuss it and how we build community. And so Art Access Lab is an example of that.
Art Access Labs supports artists with disabilities and is working towards a vibrant ecosystem because we believe so deeply that artists with disabilities should have the same resources and experiences and quality of engagement with the arts as anybody else.
It provides opportunities for folks to show work in progress and get feedback on their work in a space that is centered around disability. It's extraordinarily unique for a arts organization, a sort of institution that's well recognized, to allow space for experimentation in this way and to just put their trust in disabled artists to know what they're talking about.
Caring for the arts in Chicago is about caring for artists, and that to me is super important.
When support comes from individuals in an organization that really and truly value artistic vision, artistic spirit, and the artist, you really can't measure the importance of that.